Could alien abductions be explained by sleep paralysis? For decades, people have reported vivid and terrifying accounts of being abducted by aliens. These stories often include detailed descriptions of beings in their bedrooms, the sensation of being unable to move, feelings of a sinister presence, and even being transported to a spacecraft for examination. While some firmly believe in the extraterrestrial nature of these experiences, others suggest a more grounded explanation: sleep paralysis. What is sleep paralysis? Sleep paralysis is a phenomenon that occurs during the transition between wakefulness and sleep. Normally, during REM, rapid eye movement, sleep, our bodies enter a state of temporary paralysis to prevent us from acting out our dreams. In sleep paralysis, however, the brain wakes up before the body does, leaving a person conscious but unable to move. This disconnection can last anywhere from a few seconds to several minutes, and is often accompanied by a range of sensory and emotional experiences. Because of its vivid and often frightening nature, sleep paralysis is frequently misinterpreted as something supernatural or otherworldly. Several symptoms of sleep paralysis bear a striking resemblance to elements of alien abduction stories. A sense of an evil presence. Many people report feeling that someone or something is in the room with them during an episode of sleep paralysis. This presence is often described as menacing, fueling a deep sense of fear. For those familiar with alien abduction lore, this could be interpreted as extraterrestrial beings entering their bedroom. Inability to move. A hallmark of sleep paralysis is the complete inability to move or speak, despite being fully aware. This sensation can feel like an external force is restraining the person, which aligns with descriptions of being immobilized by alien captors. Pressure on the chest or body. Another common symptom is the sensation of a heavy weight pressing on the chest, making it difficult to breathe. In alien abduction narratives, this could be interpreted as the sensation of an extraterrestrial examination or medical procedure. Out-of-body feelings. Some people experiencing sleep paralysis report sensations of floating, levitating, or leaving their bodies entirely. For those inclined to believe in alien abductions, this may resemble being transported to a spacecraft. The psychological link between sleep paralysis and alien abductions. The overlap between sleep paralysis symptoms and alien abduction accounts suggests a possible psychological explanation. The brain's attempt to make sense of the disorienting sensations of sleep paralysis can lead to vivid, dreamlike hallucinations. When combined with cultural influences, such as media depictions of alien abductions or personal beliefs, these hallucinations may take the form of an extraterrestrial encounter. For example, someone who has read about or watched stories involving aliens might unconsciously interpret the strange sensations of sleep paralysis as an alien abduction. This doesn't mean the experience isn't real to the person, it's just that the brain is filling in the blanks with familiar imagery. While sleep paralysis provides a plausible explanation for many alien abduction stories, it doesn't invalidate the experiences of those who believe they've been taken. Understanding sleep paralysis can help those who suffer from it to manage their episodes and reduce their fear. At the same time, it opens the door to a broader conversation about how our minds process unexplained phenomena. Whether you believe in alien abductions or lean toward scientific explanations, the intersection of these experiences highlights the complexity of the human mind and its ability to blur the lines between reality and imagination. But this only offers a hypothesis for alien abduction that occurred while abductees slept. What about the abduction stories where people were completely awake? One of the most famous cases of alien abduction while the person was awake was the Travis Walton abduction. Imagine driving down a deserted highway late at night. The air is still, the road ahead endless, and suddenly, a blinding light descends from the heavens. This is the chilling account of Travis Walton, whose alleged alien abduction in 1975 remains one of the most infamous and unnerving cases in UFO lore. It was November 5, 1975, in the quiet town of Snowflake, Arizona. Travis Walton, a 22-year-old logger, was working with his crew in the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest. As the day faded into night, the group packed up and began their drive back home. What happened next would alter their lives forever. As they approached, the crew saw a large glowing object hovering in the clearing. It was metallic, disc-shaped, and emitting an intense bluish light. Despite his friend's warnings, Travis stepped out of the truck and approached the craft. Without warning, a beam of light shot down from the craft, striking Travis and lifting him into the air. His body convulsed before going limp. Overwhelmed with fear, the crew fled the scene, leaving Travis behind. Would you have left your friend behind at the sight of them being beamed up to a spaceship? Let us know in the comments. The loggers drove to the nearest town and reported what they had seen to the local sheriff. Their story was met with skepticism, but the genuine terror in their voices couldn't be ignored. Search parties combed the forest, but there was no trace of Travis Walton. 5 days later, Walton reappeared. He was found wandering near Heber, Arizona, disoriented and claiming he had been aboard an alien spacecraft. The first thing I remember was waking up on a table in a strange, sterile room. I was surrounded by beings, small, with large heads and enormous black eyes. They looked at me with what I can only describe as curiosity. Travis was quoted as saying, according to Walton, he fought back, grabbing a metallic object to defend himself. He claimed he was then led into another room by humanoid figures in spacesuits, where he eventually lost consciousness. The case attracted national attention. Walton and the logging crew underwent polygraph tests to verify their claims. Remarkably, 5 out of 6 of the men passed, with results indicating they were telling the truth. To this day, skeptics and believers alike debate the Walton abduction. Was it an elaborate hoax or a genuine encounter with extraterrestrial life? Since the alleged abduction, more speculation has surfaced about Travis making up the story to stall a contract he had with the paper mill as his crew was falling behind. Others in the town made a case for the UFO being nothing more than a light on a forest tower. As with most of these stories of alien abduction, you as the reader must sift through what you believe or do not believe. Have a personal story about abduction or sleep paralysis? Leave a comment for discussion. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe.